In every war, there is a uniform that defines its era. But none are as iconic as the uniform and appearance of American soldiers in the Vietnam War. Look at their photos. Look at their rock-inspired accessories. Steel helmets covered in graffiti and improvised details. Vests loaded with ammunition and personal markings. Bandanas wrapped around their heads. Thick mustaches and sideburns. Sunglasses. Dirty uniforms covered in mud and dust. They looked completely different compared to American soldiers in World War II and modern warfare today. Even today, their appearance is still considered one of the most badass and unique looks in military history. The question is, why did U.S. soldiers in the Vietnam era look so distinctive? The Vietnam War was not a conventional war. There was no clear front line. No cities to capture one by one or clear-cut objectives like in World War II. The enemy could appear from the jungle, villages, or even underground tunnel systems. The battlefield was a dense tropical environment, hot, humid, muddy, filled with leeches and mosquitoes. In Vietnam's dense jungles, looking neat was no longer a priority. Keeping their weapons clean, staying alive, and completing the mission, that was what truly mattered. Because of this, many American soldiers began adapting their gear to better suit the environment, making it more comfortable and practical for combat. Most American troops in Vietnam were very young. Their average age was around 19, and many were draftees. They came from a generation raised on rock music and massive social change during the 1960s. Unlike the World War II generation, the Vietnam-era generation was more expressive. They carried that culture wherever they went, even into combat. That's why we often see mustaches, sideburns, necklaces, bandanas, and personalized helmets. One of the defining traits of U.S. soldiers in Vietnam was the customization of equipment. Helmets were often written on with names, slogans, and even cartoon drawings. Soldiers added straps, extra pouches, knives, and gear they found more useful than standard-issue equipment. Bandanas were used to absorb sweat. Gloves were cut for better grip. Sleeves were rolled or altered for mobility. Weapon slings were adjusted based on personal preference. These modifications were not just about style. Most of them came from direct experience surviving the harsh realities of jungle warfare in Vietnam. The badass image of U.S. soldiers in Vietnam was also shaped by their equipment. The M16 rifle had a sleek, lightweight profile that created a very distinctive silhouette. The M60 machine gun gave soldiers a heavy, almost unstoppable presence in the field. And the A1-inch Huey helicopter became the symbol of American air mobility. Meanwhile, combat vests packed with magazines, grenades, radios, and survival gear made every soldier look ready for anything. Together, these elements created a powerful visual identity. Even today, this combination is still widely recreated in films, video games, and airsoft culture. The Vietnam War was one of the first conflicts to be extensively covered by the media. Photojournalists operated close to the front lines. They captured exhausted young faces, dirty uniforms, empty stares after battle, and quiet moments between chaos. These images spread across the world, not propaganda shots, but raw documentation of soldiers trying to survive and stay human in combat. That authenticity is what made the visual legacy so powerful. After the war, Hollywood helped cement this image. Films like Apocalypse Now, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, and We Were Soldiers shaped how future generations visualized Vietnam-era soldiers. Rock music, Huey helicopters, cigarette smoke, dirty uniforms, helmets covered in writing, all of it became instantly recognizable visual identity. The badass look we associate with Vietnam War soldiers was born from extremely harsh conditions. Extreme heat, endless patrols, confusing warfare, constant threat of ambush, and overwhelming psychological pressure. In such conditions, every detail of appearance was no longer about style. It was about function, comfort, and survival. Many of what looks like freestyling today was actually field improvisation, adapting to terrain, climate, and the unpredictable rhythm of war. What looks cool today was, at the time, a survival response to combat conditions. That's why when we look at photos of US soldiers in the Vietnam War, we are not just seeing uniforms or equipment. We are seeing a generation of young men fighting in one of the most complex conflicts in military history. A war where modern technology, guerrilla tactics, and brutal environmental conditions collided at the same time, creating an experience many soldiers had never faced before. And in the middle of all that, their personal identity still came through scribbled helmets, modified gear, and expressions captured in moments of both silence and chaos. And maybe, that is why their image still feels so iconic to this day. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.